Hello everybody and welcome to our short film which will take you through how to use all of our resources on ImpactPlus to make a difference in your classroom and your school. My name is Jane and my colleague sitting next to me is Finn.
Hello.
And together we are Impact Wales. It is just the two of us.
Yeah.
We're both former teachers and we've spent the last 7 years supporting schools and teachers to have a positive impact on pupils' learning. So we want just to talk through how to log in. So
Okay.
Finn's going to here's
So
when
we
prepared earlier.
Yes, there is. Oh, let me just get rid of this and move our little picture so that you can see all the important bits on the website. Okay, so the first thing that you will see when you go to our website is our landing page, obviously. And if you're already a member, you can log in. But if you haven't actually joined yet, then you can join ImpactPlus. So I'm just going to take you to that page first so that you can see all of the different memberships there. They're all there with all of the different listings of what you get as part of your membership. And you can see that the ultimate membership there gives you obviously the most options in terms of downloads and professional learning downloads. And it's designed for a school to use altogether. And you have the option with those ones to either sign up monthly or you can sign up annually, and there is for the ultimate one, you also have an invoice option. And we also do have an enterprise membership for large organizations, and we have a couple of enterprise members, local authorities or big organizations who have multiple. And then of course you've got your free membership down the bottom, but free membership only gets you access to the sketch notes, unfortunately, not any of the other resources. I
think it's also important to mention with the ultimate that you get logins for up to 100 members of staff within your organisation. Otherwise, all the other levels are just for one person.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go back to the original page and let's log in. I'm going to log in as myself and then we'll see, I'll just tick remember me and see all of the options that are available there. Jane, do you want to take us through? Oh, that's my account. So let's go back to ImpactPlus and just go back to all of the resources. Do you want to take us through? I
think just to mention your accounts, when you do log in, you will get your account listed there, so you'll know exactly what you've signed up for. And if you're an account holder of an ultimate, you'll have a list of all the people that you've got within your school, that you've added in within your school.
Absolutely. Sorry. So just to add to that, you've got all of the things that you can look at here, your account details, your payment methods, my school, and so on. And we've got a very helpful, handy guide here that is well worth going and having a look at. All of the different questions like how do you change your password? Can we reuse sketch notes? And if you just click on any of these questions, payment methods accepted and all of those things, you will find the answer to any of the questions that you've got. So that's a really good place to start if there are issues. So let's go back to ImpactPlus, to the resources, and we're going to talk you through all of the different resources that are available.
If you follow us on Twitter, you'll know that the majority of our tweets usually include a sketch note or two. So this is where you can access all of our sketch notes. And you will notice that the ones that are available on Twitter all have a watermark through them. Once you're a member of ImpactPlus, you should be able to download the whole back catalogue of sketch notes. You will be able to download, let's be positive, and without the watermark, so you don't need to have that on there as well. So you've got different resources down the left hand side, and you can just tick the sketch note, and then you've got a whole range of sketch notes that you can work your way through. So if you want to click on one thing, there you go.
Here we are.
So there's one on retrieval cues and memory. So then you can just select that one and then download. And as soon as you're downloaded, you'll notice that the downloads remaining counter will let you know how many you've got left to download each month.
And there you have it as a PDF, which you're then able to save to your computer with obviously the research. The original research is often referenced in the sketch note right at the top, so you can go and Google that. And we were just saying this morning that for the large majority of our websites, probably about 90% of our websites, sketch notes, the reference is a fully open, free download on Google.
I know lots of schools that have been using or have been members of ImpactPlus for a while, use the sketch notes to use them as discussion points for staff as a starting point, or they might start to just look at one area of a sketch note and then maybe go back to the research at a later date, but they use those as initial discussion points to start to think about those particular ideas.
Yeah, so they are a great place for that professional discussion and using them as part of meetings, or sharing them to take them home to have a look at.
But I know Finn, who does all of the sketch notes herself, we have done lots of commissions for schools. So if they've got particular things that they want to develop and use as a sketch note, or very often school development plans, or certainly things for Curriculum for Wales. We've done lots lately on Curriculum for Wales. Contact us and we can have that discussion about what sort of sketch notes you want or you need.
Absolutely, because these sketch notes, they're based on research themselves, the format. They're what's called graphic organizers or dual coded information, where they use both visuals and text to explain a difficult concept.
But I know the majority of the sketch notes are there for professional development, for professional learning for teachers, but there are a number that you can use. I know a number have been used with pupils as well, particularly the retrieval practice ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's one here,
flashcards.
Yeah, the self-talk strategies to reduce stress. I mean, they can be used with pupils directly as well, so they're good classroom resources as well.
In fact, we went to one school and there was a sketch note and they'd blown it up.
Yes.
So the biggest size you can imagine.
A1, I think,
wasn't it, on the wall, which is fantastic to see.
Okay, so you can click on the resource types here. So I'll just unclick sketch notes and you'll see that all of the resources come back up again. So now I've got all of them. But if we click blogs and articles, that'll take you through to all of the blogs and articles that we've written. And if you just click on one of them, they will take you through to, we've got Reading Curriculum for Wales, focus on pedagogy. It'll take you through to our website, which you can see the full blog there and all the resources that are linked with that blog. So any of those blogs and articles, again, we are seeing schools using these, linking them with a common topic that they're looking at for their work, their school improvement. And you can do that actually by typing in a keyword in here. I'm not going to do it because I'd have to leap up and go to my laptop to do that, but you could type in assessment, and if you leave all of the resource types open, it will actually bring up all the assessment types. Yeah.
So to run alongside that, we've also included videos,
which I'll click now.
There you go. Thank you, Finn. So you can access recordings of lots of the Research Bites webinars that we ran throughout lockdown, and some of the other resources, the video resources that we've got on there as well. And again, you can select by keyword on the bottom.
So if you just click on one of those, it'll take you through to where you can see it played. And don't forget that all of our videos are actually recorded live when we're delivering the webinar. And the advantage to recording them live is you actually get a discussion, access to the discussion that happened live in the moment. So you see what other teachers will be thinking about when we ask the questions, because we ask a lot of questions in our presentations. So obviously that allows us to check understanding of people who are listening to the webinars, but it also gives you an opportunity to pause and ask those questions of your own staff, or to ask those questions of yourself, and then see what others' responses were as well. So it's useful for you.
To run alongside every video, every film will have a resource pack that teachers can use alongside the recording. So there's key sketch notes and the key links that we talk about in the webinar, and there's space for you to write notes in there as well. So you can download those down as well. In fact, there's one that you've got there.
Was the digital workbook. Okay, so this is actually a digital workbook that goes with that film that I was just showing you, in fact. So you can download this digital workbook, and it allows you to actually write directly into the digital workbook whilst you're listening to the film, and it gives you further information. You can see that space, you can actually write in that space, and so on. And so it just allows you to have somewhere to record your thoughts as you're listening to the video.
So you can print them off and write in them, or you can actually type into the space as well if you wanted to.
Absolutely. Okay. So we've also got a number of external links. And what we've done with this is we've only got a few external links. We haven't got a huge amount because we want to focus in on high quality materials for you, because all of the things that we are linking here to, we know because we use them, that they are high quality, they're researched informed, and they're a really good resource for teachers. So we've got GCSE Pod, Inner Drive, all about the science of learning, the free Retrieve and Learn cognitive science ebooks on retrieval practice, and so on, lots of others. And also we've got access to the Curriculum for Wales documents as they appear on Hub. So there are limited external links because they're very much focused on the quality and what you actually need.
Yeah, it's quality rather than quantity, isn't it? And I know we spent a long time going through and thinking of things that maybe we've taken off because they're not relevant anymore. I know when COVID started, we did lots on blended learning, lessons from China was one we did as well. And we know there are things that are still useful that you can access, but we're very keen to make sure that what is there is relevant now.
And that's what we are constantly doing. We're constantly going back over our website and refreshing it, putting up new resources as they come up, removing resources as we see they're less useful because they're not as current as they could be. So you can feel assured that what you see on our website is actually all useful for you. We didn't want to have you wading through lots and lots of resources. We wanted to make sure that it's a easy to navigate, high quality, research informed resource for you to have, where there are a limited number of resources.
I think it's important also to mention that the film clips, just going back one as well, are all you view them all through the website, so you don't need to download them. No, as long as you've got the correct access. Yeah, to view them, you can view them there directly through the web.
Absolutely, and you can, if you have Ultimate membership, obviously you can view them at the same time or at a different time from all of the members of staff in your school, and you can access them anytime, anywhere. You can set questions on them. It's a really great resource because they're all focused on key topics for school improvement. There's a lot on Curriculum for Wales as well, so it's a really nice starting point for your own work.
The digital workbooks also give you further resources to follow on from that film clip as well, and for questions for you to have through discussion within your staff development, your professional learning.
Okay, so let's just look at the last of our resource types, the learning packs, and these are probably the most detailed of any of our resources that are available there. These are professional learning packs available for you, and you will see the digital workbooks are here as well, but we're looking at the learning packs that focus in on different elements of the curriculum, different elements of school improvement. I'm just going to open up this Creating Resilient Learners learning pack.
These are much more focused, aren't they?
They are, and they're much more step-by-step approach to developing this area of your curriculum. So I'm just going to open up the Creating Resilient Learners, because it's going to download that and then open it up so that you can see it's quite a bit bigger than some of the other things. So they're all in the same format. So they all have this front page where you can see they all have everything you need to know about sketch notes, professional learning activities, classroom activities, and further reading. And they all have contents as well. And you will see through this, they give you detailed information together with some activities and links as well. You can see there are links that you can click on within it, and they take you through what each of these topics requires in order to develop it in your school. And the classroom activities are things for staff to think about, to discuss with their colleagues, and then try out in their own particular classroom. You can see there's some related sketch notes that are actually within the pack as well. So if you decided on an area of school improvement, you don't need to search the website for all of the different things that link with that. Download the learning pack first, because that gives you all of those things. And there's some further reading towards the end there for you to have a look at.
I think it's also remembering that each learning pack is something that can be done over a period of time. So we're not, you're not expecting the learning pack to be done, a different one each week or a different one each month. It's really, half term to a term's worth within one pack.
I mean, you can see there we've got 4 pages of learning packs there. So there's more than enough school improvement material there for you to be using to help your staff and your school community to move forward.
If you've got a specific, if you click scroll back down, Finn. So we've got the tags. You can look to see if there's anything specific. So for example, if you wanted to do something on literacy or oracy, you can click on literacy, and all of those packs again should pop up. So you've got a range there of ones that you can use.
Yeah, you've got lots of reading, writing. Oh, we should mention these as well. These are to do with teaching oracy, how to teach oracy. This is a slightly different, our how-to packs. Take you through the skills that are linked with oracy. I'm not going to download this one because we've seen lots of downloads, but they actually take you step by step through classroom activities of how to specifically teach each of these elements of the curriculum. So we've got a number of those on literacy and numeracy. There's lots of there on number and those kinds of things. But yeah, there's a wealth of resources there for you to have a look at. Let's go back to the main slide there. So we've got lots of tags. We've got literacy tag there. Let's just untag that. Lots of different tags, including blended learning, a digital workbook if you're just looking for that, just looking professional learning, research bites, which are to do with the films. But we've also got Welsh medium in the categories, teaching and learning, research. Let's just click Welsh medium to see all of the resources that we have in Welsh medium. We have, not only do we have sketch notes, but we also have some packs there on the second page as well, some learning packs in Welsh medium.
No films, unfortunately.
No films, because neither of us are good enough Welsh speakers to be able to do that. There's also a large range of resources specifically on cognitive science, sketch notes and films. You can see here from the little symbols what they are, whether they're a pencil, that's a sketch note, and a little play sign, which is a film. So there's a wealth of resources there. And just one final thing before we finish, that's something that's actually not on ImpactPlus, that is actually available to everybody. I'm just going to move our picture so you can see it, is our podcasts here. That we have lots and lots of podcasts. We've got in the region of about 52 episodes, what with the special episodes as well, that are a really good way to support some of the resources that you see on ImpactPlus, that we talk about some of the, for example, episode 44, sorry, we went through how to teach for transfer, and a particular piece of research. We actually went through the research and unpicked it and looked at what that meant for teachers in classrooms.
It's not just us two talking to each other, having a chat. We have had some some fantastic guests that we've also talked to. You can see there, for example, Jeremy Miles, his first podcast as Education Minister in Wales, here in Wales. Yeah. But we've also had lots of people like Daisy Christodoulou, Professor Rob Coe, lots of head teachers within Wales, teachers from outside Wales as well. We've had Henry Saulston from over in Peterborough. I can't think who else now. Can you think of us? I know we've got lots of new ones coming up.
I think we've got about 15 or so guests that we've actually interviewed already. We've got quite a few coming up in the next autumn term. So there's lots for you to look at on the website. We do hope you found this film useful, and hopefully you can make the best use of your ImpactPlus membership as possible.